Another week, another massive eShop sale, and this one is a winner. Now today, going to be walking you through 15 of what I think are the best eShop deals live right now, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now later in the video then as well, I will be announcing the winners of two $10 eShop gift cards, and I also have 2 more up for grabs. To enter, simply leave a comment down below and I'll reveal the winners in next Saturday's video. Alright, look, if you do enjoy this video as well, do me a favour, subscribe. It helps out the channel a huge amount, and if you can like the video too, even better. The YouTube gods just absolutely love that. Alright, now let's dive into today's deals. Death's Door was one of my favourite games of 2021. Now it's here with 75% off a new low price, and I consider this one a love letter to old school Zelda. It's got an isometric viewpoint, it combines exploration, environmental puzzles, and of course combat. And topping that off as well, that combat system, the battle system, just incredibly fluid. And I just loved the world it's set in. Now the basic idea here is you are a crow that collects souls by entering other worlds. However, something goes wrong on one of these missions, and now you can't return home without the intended soul. If you don't find it, you're gonna age and die. Now the colourful world you explore that is in your home, the black and white realm makes it really kind of stylistic. And yeah, I just think this is a really fun, action-packed experience. And yeah, if you're looking for something special, this one is going to be a great pick. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is an absolute masterpiece, and trust me, it is a must-have in your collection. Developed by the renowned team Vanillaware, who recently released the equally impressive Unicorn Overlord, this game stands out as a unique blend of exploration and tactical combat. Now despite the tactical gameplay being, I guess, quite easy here, it's the story that truly shines, weaving a narrative that spans different points in time and this futuristic war. I gave the game a perfect 10 out of 10 score here back in 2022, and I do not give those out lightly. The tactical squad setup as well, while not particularly challenging, is definitely fun, and I do think it adds to the overall experience. But once again, look, primarily you're going to come here for the story. It's a tale that hooked me from start to finish, and right now it's 75% off a new low price. Ultra Age is another game I reviewed on the channel, find that link down below. It's a third-person hack-and-slash adventure that throws you into a futuristic world, combining minor RPG mechanics like equipment types and weapon-specific scenarios. There's also a resource-gathering component here that powers the swords you use. Can be a tough game at times, so consider that your warning, but visually, I will say the environments appear a bit bland at first, but once you do kind of get past the grey scenery, the game actually is quite impressive. It also just has a really good vibe to it, a really good kind of flow. Then it's currently available at a new low price, 60% off, and I actually think that is a steal. Rogue Legacy 2 is back with a fantastic deal at 45% off, matching its lowest price ever. I cannot stress enough here how good this game is. This follow-up levels up the experience in nearly every way. It features stunning new hand-drawn visuals, more weapons, more character options, and a bigger set of abilities. The incremental building as well between runs is just much more satisfying. And the game does still retain its core concept of dying and having your next of kin take over, which allows you to kind of build up a massive kingdom over time. But yeah, basically, if it's not kind of obvious from that, this game is a roguelike, meaning you're going to need to adapt to different weapons and run strategies constantly, but it is an absolute blast. It's also just one I still play to this day, which says a lot about it. Not too many games, continue to pull me back in. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes is now available at a new low price, 35% off. I absolutely love this game, and you'll see that in my review in the pinned comment. The story here follows a world invaded by demons who are trying to turn different clans against one another. Essentially, they are attempting to deceive everyone around them. The gameplay, though, is what truly sets it apart. It's a unique combination of minor exploration and combat that actually incorporates puzzle elements kind of reminiscent of match-free gameplay. This combined with RPG mechanics, such as army setup, makes for a really unique experience. It's gonna be important, I'd say, with this one to watch a full review. It's definitely, again, a unique experience. It won't be for everyone. However, personally, I think it is a winner. You can find my review in the pinned comment below. And yeah, for the cash, you're getting a ton of gameplay in this world. The Mageseeker is a League of Legends spin-off. It's one of the best in my opinion as well. It's currently then a new low price, 50% off, and this game comes from the team behind Moonlighter. It's an action RPG, very much kind of in a similar vein, where you play as a mage on the run from the Mageseekers. Now you're ready to basically start fighting back. The combat though is incredibly fun, and the magic system offers a really unique variety of different skills. Well, it's not the longest game as a warning. I personally was hooked from beginning to end, and yeah, love the visual style as well. That pixel art, absolutely stunning. I also just think generally it's a really unique and fun spin on the League of Legends universe. Loop Hero then has been a bit of an addiction for me. I played it on PC, loved it, couldn't wait to get it on the Switch for handheld play, and it did not disappoint. It's such a unique concept, this one. Instead of controlling the hero, you control the world. You need to place tiles on this continuous loop, progressively increasing the hero's abilities before sending them off to face what is essentially a boss encounter. Combat though here is automatic, relying on you to strategize a path that kind of maximizes strength and other attributes without hurting the hero in the process too much. The overall goal is to save this place from perfecting the loop, meaning break out of this loop, because that's continuously been happening. It is complex for sure and immensely rewarding, honestly. But right now it's 67% off, meaning you're going to get a ton of gameplay here for your cash, and you can find my full review below. The last spell is a hidden gem, and it's perfect for tactical RPG fans. While the controls can be a bit finicky on the Switch, admittedly, the game gets so much more right than it does wrong. It's essential as well to note here, this game has roguelike elements, which may not be for everyone, but overall the gameplay loop just incredibly addictive, I guess. You have a haven to protect though, meaning you'll spend daytime preparing heroes, rebuilding, positioning defenses, and then when night falls you must fend off hordes of enemies. The story then revolves around training to save the day by banishing all magic. Visually, it also looks fantastic on the system, which surprised me, and right now it's 40% off, matching its lowest price. Darkest Dungeon 2 is a relatively recent release. While it may not quite match the quality of the original entry, I think it is well worth your time. Now, this game offers hardcore roguelike gameplay, essentially, in contrast actually to the original, which focused more on continuous party management. But yeah, here you're going to be traversing a grim world, engaging in turn-based battles and managing a squad of individuals who can suffer from, let's say, a variety of afflictions. The game looks lovely on the Switch though, runs smoothly as well, and yeah, look, if you enjoyed the original, this should definitely be considered for your library. Right now then, it is 20% off, marking a new low price. Persona 5 Tactica is a game I adore, and right now it's 50% off and marking a new low price, and this is a relatively new release, and it's of course a spin-off then from the main series, but it's a really fun kind of tactical experience. While some of the mechanics can be a bit, I guess, basic at times, its unique spin on the world of turn-based tactical games absolutely delivers. You'll find though just generally a fun set of moves, a decently sized roster of characters to uncover, an entertaining story that throws us into a different realm, and a cute kind of visual style that surprisingly worked for me. Personally though, I will say here, I think it's time to move on from Persona 5 spin-offs, get to the 6th game, but this was definitely a unique, I guess, final victory lap for the Phantom Thieves. ASTRONEER is a sandbox sci-fi game that stands out with its unique cartoonish, almost low-poly style. The gameplay loop here though is addictive. You land on a planet, explore it, and then transform it into a habitable location. The construction and resource gathering are incredibly rewarding throughout the experience, and as you progress, expect to uncover mysteries and manage survival elements such as oxygen. Also, you need to establish your own base. Now look, it's not as punishingly difficult as many other games in the survival genre, which is actually a nice change of pace. But yeah, the game really is good fun, and it even offers tools that really allow for creativity, as you can manipulate the environment around you. And right now then, it's 60% off, a new low price. You can find my full review in the pinned comments, and it's also worth noting that the game supports online multiplayer for up to 4 players. Alien Isolation is an incredible game, and the Switch version is often considered one of the best builds out there. It is a first-person survival horror game with a strong emphasis on stealth, and in this game you're going to be playing as Ripley's daughter, embarking on a mission to uncover the truth about her mother's disappearance. Now, the game actually takes place on a station where a black box containing potential answers was discovered. You're basically heading there to dig into it. However, upon arrival, the station is now infested with, of course, hostile aliens and unfriendly local androids. I was really impressed with the game upon its initial release, and it continues to impress me to this day. Discount wise then, it's 25% off and matching the low price, and while 25% off an older game might not sound like much, remember that this game actually had a permanent price drop from $40 to $20, so it is still quite the saving compared to that launch day. If you want an atmospheric horror experience though, definitely check this one out. Pepper Grinder then, like a few of the games we've already mentioned today, and actually including the next one, comes from Devolver Digital, and it is a gem in my opinion. If you want something a little deeper on the game, check out my review in the pinned comment, but at its core, this one is an action platformer. What makes it so impressive though are the game's movement mechanics, which are all linked to the title grinder, a massive drill that sends your character sipping all over the place. Definitely takes some getting used to, but it gets really creative and really tricky. I love the game, can easily recommend it at full price, so it's getting all of my support here with this new low price of 35% off. The only downside for some though, just as a warning here, is it's on the shorter side with a completion time of around 3 to 4 hours. Gunbrella is now 50% off a new low price, and this game is a blast, an action platformer where you're pursuing those who hurt your family. And the title Umbrella is a weapon with a variety of uses, from firing bullets to allowing you to glide to zipping around the world. The graphics, the pixels, stunning. The world is unique, the story actually surprisingly dark. The platforming feels just perfect though and packs a challenge which I really appreciate. The game again, on the shorter side, takes somewhere in the region of about 6 hours to complete, but I have gone back to it recently because it's just really that good. It's not a linear platformer either, there's a lot of exploration and locations to visit which I really enjoyed. Definitely recommend it though, definitely check this one out. Our winners of the week then are Al Jabu, who highlighted Dead Cells, and Kai, who was considering Ease. Congrats on the win, email me for the code, and everyone else drop a comment down below for your chance in next Saturday's video. Kingdom Come Deliverance then is our final game, and for many, including me, this was one of those impossible games to get running on the Switch, but here they are proving me wrong, and the game is still as great as ever. It's a first-person adventure, not dissimilar to something you would find from Bethesda, and basically you find yourself here in medieval times, out on the run and seeking vengeance against those who attacked your home and killed your loved ones. I'm a big fan of the game, comes highly recommended, it's 40% off as well, a new low price, and you can actually find my performance review for the Switch build in the pinned comment below. And that is the video done. Will you be checking out any of these games? Let me know in the comments. If you have any recommendations of your own right now as well, it's a big sale. Love to hear them too. A shout out then to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks everyone.